mainly because Cassiopeia, or Karma, I'm sorry, not used to the name, because, well, as I said, she's not played a lot, and I don't get to use the name a lot. But Karma doing a lot of healing here, a lot of shielding, and that basically is winning them the game. And that is why I always advertise to get a support character in your games. Because support characters can win you the game if you're on an equal team composition as your opponent, but you have support and they don't, then you will always win the fights. Because if you get a shield which is worth, well, let's say 400 hit points in this case, and you get and you get an additional 400 damage AoE, you're probably going to win that fight. I mean, normally we see that, we see an amazing fight here. So yeah, this one is for most part on Alistar's head. Not only because he's 0 and 6, but because he started off with 2 of the wrong items. And you can say what you want, but AP Alistar is just bad. It just doesn't let him do what he can do, because you cannot run in, use your skills and run out. You can run in and use your skills, but then you die. And Karma indeed is playing very well this game. It is incredible how much you can get done with just a shield, speed modifier or movement modifier, whatever it's called. Movement speed modifier, of course. And a heal. So you have all 3 of the main abilities you need as a, or you can get as a support character. And as you can see, you can do a lot with them if you know how to use them. So I really like these kind of games because it really shows how important it is to have a support on your team. Support characters are, in my opinion, really fun to play because, well, you can annoy the enemy a lot more than by just harassing them. And Karma just does a good deal of damage. I mean, I understand why most people don't want to play Soraka, because she doesn't do any damage. You cannot harass the opponent. She doesn't get any kills. Every now and then she gets a kill, but it's not the point of the character. But Karma can actually rack up quite a significant amount of kills. Of course, she's still going to have a lot more assists normally, if you play her correctly. But still, it is very fun to play and to mess with your opponent's head, that every time you're around, they're not going to want to engage the fight. Just like here, they just run away, but then they still die. So Irelia has been legendary for quite a while now. And yeah, as we will see, Alistar is not good enough here. It's he bought 1 Negatron cloak now, but it's not going to do anything. And also, Singed has been building mostly AP items instead of defensive items. And he started off with Mercury Strats and Catalysts. That's why I didn't say anything yet. Oh, and his sword, by the way. I don't think he ever placed it. But yeah, that's what he started off with, and he never bought anything else that was defensive. So I was assuming he was just going a normal build, and now he switched to AP, which, as you can see, does not result in a lot of utility or anything really, because he's also 0 and 7. So the 2 tanks are 0 and 7, and well, basically their main carries are 2 and 6 and 5 and 8, and then Jax, which is kind of a, yeah, I don't know where to place Jax. I would say something like damage support, but he can also just get a lot of solo kills. He's mainly a racer, I guess. I have no idea where to put him. I wouldn't put him in the carry, because he can use a lot of, or buy a lot of defensive items and still be a very good damage dealer. And someone like Ashe, well, if you buy too many defensive items, you're not going to get anything done. So ult on him, Jarvan. Or just kill him. That's good too. Don't care. So, yeah, Alistar shouldn't die in these kind of situations. I mean, you have a 70% reduced damage on your ultimate. How are you going to die then? But okay. He decided to go another route and cinched as well. And we just aren't going to see anything from them this game, I guess. So at the moment, just waiting for the enemy team to to surrender, and that cannot take too long. Oh, I thought he was going for dragon, but he's going for the minion wave, which is a lot better, of course, because the minion wave is worth a lot more gold to him, and it's going to be gone in a few seconds. No, he cannot actually get it, because he cannot actually tank the minions here. Let's see where Karma is. Karma actually using teleport to get back into the lane. Yeah, okay, why not? She doesn't really need a another escape. She has flash and she has her speed modifier, which she can use to escape most of the situations, especially since she can attach it to her opponent. And then if her opponent keeps chasing her, she gets a speed boost and the enemy gets speed debuff. And yeah, that's good enough to escape, because yeah, it is just as long as the enemy is chasing you, you get the speed buff, and as soon as he stops chasing you, you don't need the speed buff anymore. So I guess good deal. It's also really good to catch up with someone, of course, for the same reason. And I really wonder why Karma isn't played more. I mean, I didn't buy her at that point in time, and I haven't really considered her, and I really don't know why, because she's a really good champion. I might actually buy her. Don't know how much she is. She's probably 31. If she's 6300, that would be a reason not to buy her. Because there are so many really good champions at 6300 that I wouldn't know which one to choose. But if she's 3100, or 3150 that is, then why not? So wow, this is really incredible. Wow, that was a huge team fight. 5 kills, 2 deaths. That's pretty good. It's a shame that the highest scoring character died, so they actually give 700 and something mineral gold to the enemy. But at this point, it really doesn't matter anymore. 25 assists, 5 kills. This is over. Yeah, the whole team has been in most of the team fights, which is sometimes a good idea. In this game, it was a good idea to be in all of the team fights. I'm probably dying here. Yeah. That's a shame. See, that's what Alistar is supposed to do. Alistar is supposed to run in there and pick someone to stun and then headbutt into the enemy team. But yeah, when he melts like this, he cannot really do that. Because he's just going to die. And then you're just trading 1-for-1, and that's never a good deal if you're behind. So I guess AP Alistar is good when you're ahead, but if you're behind, that's not very good. So I'm going to have to let you watch the rest of this game on the auto cam, because I have something else to do. I'll see you next time. GG.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Legendary. An enemy has been slain.